Hi, Timothy Anchor here. In this video, I want to talk more about string manipulation in Python. So let's get started. So I'm going to create a string called name and set it equal to my name, Timothy. Okay. I'm also going to create a string fragment. So I'm going to type string underscore fragment and set it equal to just Tim. Okay. So what we can do is we can use this in method. So we can print string fragment in name. And if the string fragment is in the name, it's going to return true. So it either returns true or false. So it's a Boolean return. So let's run that and it should return true. Okay, so we're going to do Python 3 and then the name of the file, which is string. Let me see what the name of the file is. More strings. Okay, so Python 3 more strings.py, and you see it returns true. We can also do not in. So in this case, it checks to see if the string fragment is not in the name. And if it is not in the name, then it returns true. If it is in the name, it returns false. So this should return false in this case. And you see it returns false. Okay. Another thing we can do is we can print a string multiple times. So I could print name and do times 5, and it's going to print Timothy 5 times. Okay, so let's open up our terminal and rerun this, and you see it prints Timothy, that string Timothy, 5 times. Okay, we can also change this around and do the number first. So we can do 5 times name, and we're going to get the same result. So if we run this, you'll see it again, it prints Timothy 5 times. Okay. We can also find we can print the character of a string based on its index. So in Python and many other programming languages, in fact, probably all of them, most of them at least, the first index is index 0. So the uppercase T in Timothy would be at index 0. I would be at 1, M would be at 2. So let's say we want to print the M, we can print name, and then within square brackets, we put the index 2 here, and that's going to print the M, okay, because it's at index 2. And you see it prints the M, okay. We can also do a slice here. So we can print, say, from the M to index, let's see, if we go, this O is 3, T is 4, H is 5, and Y is 6. Now, if we put 6, we're going to print actually everything up until the Y. So it should print moth, okay? And let's run that. And you see it prints moth. It prints everything up to the letter before it. If we wanted to print the Y, I could change this to 7, and then I can rerun this, and you see it prints mothy, okay? All right, so that's taking a slice of a string. Okay, we can also do a slice with a step. So if we want to step, say, every other character, we can put a 2 here for the step of the slice. So in this case, we're going to start with M. We're going to skip 0. It's going to print T, and then we're going to skip H, and it's going to print Y. So it should be MTY is what it prints. Okay, so let's run this. And we see it prints MTY, okay? All right, we can also print the lowest character of a string. And to do that, what we need to do is print the min of the string that we want to print. So the minimum, and now in this case, it's going to print the uppercase T. I'll talk about that in a moment. So let's run eShell here, and we'll see it prints the uppercase T. Now you may be thinking, well, that doesn't seem like it's the lowest character. It seems like H would be the lowest character, right? But we're talking about ASCII values. So uppercase letters have a lower ASCII value than lowercase letters. So it prints the lowest ASCII value of the character. Likewise, we can also print the max. So if I want to print the max character, in this case, it should print y. And it prints y because that's the highest ASCII value. Again, lowercase number or lowercase letters have higher ASCII value than uppercase letters, and y is near the end of the alphabet, so it has the highest of that particular string. Okay. We can also print the first occurrence of a letter. So let's change this name here to Timmy Mc TimTim. Okay. And now we're going to print the first occurrence of M. Okay. So to do that, actually, let me delete everything in here. To do that, we're going to use the string and then do index, and it's going to print where the first occurrence of M is, so the index here. So we want to print where M occurs first, and you see it occurs at index 2 first. Okay. We can also modify this so we have a starting position. So let's say we want to start at position 3. Where is the first occurrence? Okay. So it's at position 3 because it's Timmy. So we have index 2 is the first M, index 3 is the second M. Okay, we can also change this and do a range. Now, if I do this particular range, I believe I'm going to get an error because we don't have an M in there. So let's run it, and we see the value error, substring not found. But if I change this and make this 10 here, I think I won't have an error. So let's run it. And you see it's at index 9 because it does one less than the upper value. And if we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the next lowercase m occurs at index 9. So it has to be one less than this value. Now, keep in mind, lowercase m is not the same as uppercase m. So if I change this and rerun it, you'll see I get index 5 because uppercase m is at index 5. Okay, so that's one thing we can do. There's one more thing I want to talk about, and that's count. Okay, so we can take our string here and we can count the number of times we have the letter M in it. Okay, and if we run eShell and we count, I messed up somewhere. So let's see, line 5, it says it messed up. Oh yeah, I forgot a parentheses. So, okay, let's retry that. And we see that we have 4 lowercase m's. And again, to reiterate, lowercase m is not the same as uppercase m. If we rerun this, we're going to get 1 uppercase m, right? Because it's different, right? And the uppercase m has a lower ASCII value than the lowercase m. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. You learned a lot about string manipulation techniques, and you learned a bit about ASCII values as well. If you did like this video, please like the video as it will help get it out to more people. I also want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.